story, it's everywhere. Okay, so I spent the last 2 days rescuing my videos and my photos from last weekend that I lost. Fortunately, I've been able to rescue all the photos I took. Unfortunately, I can't rescue the videos. They're there and I can see them, but I have to get a really good program to rescue the videos, but they're there and I'm going to keep trying. But because of that, I've not been able to do much filming today. So I thought, well, why the video's only got to 10, I've still got enough time to just sit down and do a video, just a talking video. And I decided to do one about me coming out as asexual. Now, I know I've done videos in the past talking about what asexuality is, and I've done videos talking about me realising I was asexual. And I'm sure I've mentioned what it was like when I came out as asexual in the videos, but I can't remember, so I'm really sorry if I am repeating myself here. Yeah. I actually realised I was asexual when I was watching a chat show, and there was a young lad on there. He must have been in his late teens, early 20s, and his mum wanted to set him up with a hooker, prostitute, because she wanted him to have a sexual experience, and he was just not into it all. He just had no desire, and he actually said on the show, I'm asexual. And the talk show host asked him what was asexuality, and as the lad was saying what asexuality was, I'm going, hang on a minute. I was ticking the list, and it was finally like, I was spoken about a light bulb moment, and it was kind of like, eureka, that's what I am, I'm asexual. And everything just fitted into place. So, me being me, went off and did some research and thought, yeah, okay, that's definitely me. I didn't label myself straight away. I really went away and I researched what asexuality was. I joined asexuality groups on Facebook, and I joined the Avon network, and I spoke to other people who's asexual. Spoke to them, got their experiences and everything, and the more and more I spoke to them, and more I talked to them, everything just flips into place and everything. When I told my mum at first didn't get it. She was like, but you've had boyfriends in the past, you've been in relationships, and I'll say, yeah, but I have been in relationships, I've had boyfriends, but have you ever heard me say that I've slept with any of them? And she was like, well, no. If my mum, she's the person that if ever that had happened, she would be with the person I told. So, yeah. So at first, she didn't get it, and for a good few years, she was kind of like, but hang on a minute, you hug people, you're really affectionate. And then I had to explain to her that me being affectionate isn't the same as sexual attraction, I had to explain all that to her, and she was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. And then one day the penny just dropped. It was kind of like, we was talking about it, and I said, look, I love art. I love going to art galleries, looking at art. I appreciate art. I know art when I see it, if it's in painting or drawing or sketching or making statues, I can go to an art gallery and I appreciate that art. doesn't mean I can draw, and doesn't mean I'm an artist. And for some reason, that kind of clicked, because another thing she'd always said to me was, but you find someone so attractive, but you said you find this actor attractive, you find this singer attractive. Just because I find them attractive doesn't mean I want to with them, go to bed with them, or that kind of thing. It just means that I appreciate how they look, and I appreciate them, kind of thing, and it's more respect thing with me. Like when I met Daniel Sharman, it was like somebody had just knocked the wind out of me. I was just like, whoa, okay, yeah, he's pretty handsome. And see, I'm blushing now. And it was just kind of like that reaction is more. But if Daniel Sharman was coming up to me and said, do you want to come to my room, and I'd be like, nah mate, let's just go for a cup of coffee and a cake, and that kind of thing. And like I said, it took my mum a long time to get her head around it. It was just like, she just couldn't understand it at first. The best response was actually off my uncle. When I told my uncle, he was actually out for, I think it was my dad's birthday, and we was talking about the LGBT community and everything, and my gran, who passed away 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago now. So we was talking about my gran, and one of the times somebody called somebody a lesbian in the shop, because my gran used to have a shop, and my uncle had to explain to her what a lesbian was, and I probably got that story wrong, but it was something to do with hearing the word lesbian and wanting to know what a lesbian was. And my uncle had to explain to her what a lesbian was, and I said, if she was still alive, it would be fun trying to explain what I was. And my uncle was like, what do you mean? I said, I'm asexual. And my uncle was like, well, I could have told you that. It's just like, my uncle knew before I did, and that was actually the best response, because it's like, I knew before you. My uncle is really intelligent. He's been on mastermind at Open University, and I said, what? I was like, you knew? He's like, yeah, I just wanted you to figure it out for yourself and find the name for it. So I was just like, gee, thanks uncle, you could have helped me. But that was actually the best response. It was just like, yeah, I knew. I've had people say to me like, oh, you're not asexual because you're not a plant, or you're not asexual because you can't split yourself off into two, and that. Like I said, I do find people attractive. So, well, you can't be asexual because you find people attractive, And just those kind of things, those kind of comments, and I think that's why I do go to Pride. I do class myself under the LGBT plus banner. I'm not gay, I'm not bi, I'm not pan, but I still class myself on that, under that LGBT plus community. I know there's a debate going on, like, do asexuals belong in the LGBT, and to be honest, touch wood, I've not had any negativity from my friends who are in the LGBT community. They've been really, really accepting, and me and Midnight actually went to Pride in Wigan last year with our asexual flags on, and people started coming up to us and saying, what flag was it? So it's the asexuality flag. And they was like, oh, cool, you know. And I actually had somebody come out to me at Pride that they was asexual. And, you know, it's just like, we're an extension of that community, and all the kind of thing. What is extension the right word? I don't know if extension is the right word. A sisterhood of the LGBT community, maybe, possibly. And I don't think extension is the right word, but possibly a sisterhood to the LGBT community. And so some people get it, some people don't. Like my foster sister, whenever I mention it, it's like, don't knock it till you tried it. I'm like, I'm not knocking it till I try it because I don't want to try it. And I had a cousin say, try it, you will love it, you know. And I was like, no, I won't. I don't want to anybody, I'm sorry, I don't swear, past my autism, I think. Oh, that's another thing I've been told, it's just because I'm autistic, which I've been told, oh, it's just because you're autistic, but I've also been asked, is it linked to autism? And that's another, well, me and Midnight kind of touched on it on a joint video we did, where we talked about it, but yeah. All in all, apart from one or two things, when I came out as asexual, it was kind of like, it was okay, and it wasn't bad, like I didn't get called, I didn't get called negative things. It was just kind of like, are you sure? It's like, yeah. You positive? Yeah. Oh, you'll meet the right. I did get the oh, you'll meet the right person kind of line. Or it's like, are you sure you're just not into girls? It's like, no, I'm not into girls, not into boys, not into anybody, you know. But yeah, mostly positive. Like I said, my foster sister, she does rib me quite a lot to be like, oh, what, don't knock it till you tried it and everything. And but yeah, my experiences of coming out have been pretty positive. I know I've read stories where it's been like really negative, that people have been called selfish because they say like, oh, they want to have kids and everything, but I know people with asexuals who do have kids. Anyway, my battery power is low on my camera, so I think I'm going to end it here. And yeah, if you have any questions you want to ask about asexuality or my experiences being asexual, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer them. I'm not brilliant at answering questions, but I'll give it my best. Anyway, for now, I'll say I love you lots and lots like jelly tots, and I'll keep it vegan weird. Bye.